Hello my crafty crew and welcome back. If you're new, hi, I am Di, this is Creative Common Design, and today I'm going to be sharing week 36, I believe this is in my project life. And this is for the first week in September. Now for September, I am undertaking a self-care September challenge over on Patreon, link in the description. And each day I am sharing something that I am doing for self-care. It can be something small. And again, you don't have to do it every day. Maybe you can just do it once a week. I'm going to try and do it every day. And I'm going to be tracking this in my monthly. So I have a fair few photos, again, because I am kind of sharing this in Patreon. So you can see here, I have the physical version of the September Stories by the Month for Ali Edwards. You will see later on, I have some of the digitals as well. And I am loving it, loving it. It's just such a fun kit, and the color scheme and stuff of it just kind of really lends itself to self-care. So I kind of plan to use these circles on a couple of the photos, and I will just move some stuff around as I'm going. But I've got this little square down at the bottom because I didn't realize I'd left the footage in of my envelope with my address on it. So, and I do have to cut a little bit of the video out because it has my address on the on the envelope. So I was going to use the envelope and the design on the envelope, and then in the end I'm just like, no, just use the actual stuff. So I'm using the vellum, this floral vellum. I'm going to use 2, I think, of those, and I then disappear off and I go and create some things in Canva using the digital version of the kit. Now this story, the story type card, this is the reverse of what it is in the physical kit. And the physical kit, that's on the bottom. I kind of moved it to the top. I like that better. Don't know, I just liked it being on the top better. It just made more sense to me. So I've done three cards of that for some continuity. The 1 day at a time card, I think in the kit that is actually red, and I've recolored it to a blue. Again, I do plan on doing a video about this, like how I do all of this. I'm gonna do it as soon as I get the October one, the October kit, because I get the October one on the 12th, and I'm going to have both. I'll have the physical and the digital. So as soon as I get that digital kit, I'm going to show you from start to finish how I put it into Canva, like how I adjust, I'm going to call it adjust things, and how I think about things. So, and some of the things you may not be able to do unless you have the paid version, but again, you can get some tips out of it. So, oh yeah, there it is. There's the red one. Yeah, I just recolored it in Canva. So, here we are. I'm going to then, I've got some things in pockets. I've got my journaling. The journaling is mostly done. And then there's these little die cut strips. And I'm like, I think I want to use some of these. So I'm like, I kind of get out these 2 and put them onto the circles. And then I'm like, 2 is just not the right amount. I need 3. So I end up just putting a third on one of the photos just for some continuity. Again, like odd numbers are better. Like 2 is fine for some things, but for something like this, you really do need an odd number. So I'm going to start putting down some of the circles, and I do change some things around as I'm going. That's just always. So I'm like, okay, I think I want it. Yeah, I'm just putzing around with stuff. And in the end, even when I finish this, and I do the title card in that top left, I do that September one. I cut off the September equals I just cut that off, and I'm like, I didn't notice at the time that the strip was green, but also the circle's green. I would have liked something with a bit more contrast. I don't know. It's like sometimes I don't see the things till afterwards. So you can see me here. I'm just kind of putzing around, and I'm just, the silliest things that I spend my time on is what I will say. Because again, these are not 3x4 cards. They're like a 1/4 inch shorter. And yeah, just the silliest things. Anyway, let's talk about the photos. On the top row, on that left-hand side, there's a photo of me on my stationary bike. That was my whole thing for the last, I think, 6 weeks. I've been doing the stationary bike at least twice a week. And that is my goal. Just get on there twice a week. I did do a whole like program and, oh, let's, try and get fitter and blah, blah, blah. No. I think I've kind of realized that what I need to do is heart rate training. So I'm just sticking into my heart rate training of trying to be in zone 2, maximum zone 3. That is my whole thing, maximum zone 3. So I've got a little story there on the card about Self-Care September. The other story card there is a bullet list of all the other things that have happened this week. The photo with here for this is me kind of putting some of my number stickers in, or die cuts, whatever, into that little container. I need a bigger container, is what I can say about that. I need a bigger container. There's a photo of me in the bedroom having had a shower, and it was my self-care for that day was to shave my legs, like give myself a full slather, I want to call it slather, of one of the expensive body lotions, and I used a new towel. I got a couple of new towels and they were super fluffy and I love them. Then on the bottom, I watched a movie. That is what The Fix is. That is on Amazon. It was fairly good. I actually enjoyed it. It was a bit weird, but I enjoyed it. And then I did a sheet face mask on, I don't know, I think that was like Wednesday or Thursday. And then there is the printable that I print and cut. That will be a Patreon release next week. I think next week. And then there's a photo there of Stella on the new rug that we got for the living room. There's a photo of me with my hands and feet, which I gave myself a mani-pedi. There's a photo of me outside. Well, I'm literally just about to head into my car, but I just finished my first swim in over a year. No, I think it's just a year, because I'm pretty sure this time last year was when I did the mile. I think that was September last year. So yeah, it's been a while since I've been back at the pool, and I got back at the pool. I really need to get back at the pool more often, is what I want to say about that. I was so sore. So sore. So I do a little story on the card about, I think that was about swimming, I can't remember. And then there's a selfie of me where I had my hair cut. And then there's the photo of Cosmo as he is drooling. And then there was a photo of my week in the life that is literally all over my desk right now. So I spent a good part of the weekend doing the week in the life and trying to get that kind of caught up, because I don't know, I just kind of started it and then didn't really finish. So I mean, I have all the photos, I have the journaling, I just haven't actually done the documenting. So I took some time and actually got the photos printed, and yeah, I would say I'm probably about 80% of the way through. And then I'm going to do the little 2x2 thing on top of the page protector for the movie. And this is something that I did last week after I turned the camera off. I have this little kind of months, days, numbers set. I think this was a grabby stamp set, and I just put the week and the number on the title card. It's just something that I like doing. I don't know if I'll do this next year, put the week number on there. I don't think I need it, but I started doing it last year. And then I did the first half of the year, I did it all year, put a big number on that top left, and then I just kind of fell off it. I don't know. And now it just has a little stamped thing. But that is my week 36 done, using the physical and the digital kit from Ali Edwards. I love it. And again, there will be a Canva video coming soon for the October digital kit, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed this, then give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!